Hello, hello, and welcome back to some more, can this map ever end? I don't know, global. It's Halloween week. Well, Halloween doesn't last a whole week. It's the week before the Halloween day week. Weekday. Monday. Something. Like last Halloween week, I am wearing a different outfit because spookiness and dressing up and such. Hey look, I'm Kokichi Oma. Somebody already identified it when I was playing bingo. I already know what I'm supposed to be dressed as. Well, there we go. When we last left off, we got the red wool. We got the red wool. It was over there. We got it. It's on the monument. Look, here it is right now. Let me just make sure that is working properly, because I always need to text that this is working properly nowadays, otherwise it might not be working properly. Good, that is working properly. Excellent. We got red wool, we went to try and get black wool, by the fact that it isn't here on the monument, and you probably watched last time, you probably know that didn't go too well. We inventory wiped, and lost all of our good things. That's kind of what happens when you inventory wipe. So I have spent a fair amount of time in between streams gathering replacement stuff. Mostly gathering levels in order to replace stuff. There we go. We have replacement stuff. That was from Mob Drop. Everything else I've made. We have things, we have stuff, we have a whole bunch of those now because I ended up grinding those zombies, the gold dropping piratey ones. So we have like a whole another stack of these somewhere. Bunch of gold, a bunch of diamond, a bunch of food, torches, loads of stuff we probably won't end up actually using. Kind of went a little bit overboard perhaps. So yeah. Hey buddy. I did also record all of that footage, but nothing particularly interesting happened, so I don't think I'll actually post it. It was mainly me, well, it was entirely me grinding things. There wasn't any mainly about it. Me grinding things and accidentally blowing all of these to smithereens. Tried to build a creeper grinder there, and didn't really work too well. It worked for a little bit. We got up to about level 19, I think, and then the entire thing exploded. So that didn't go too well. We need another thingamy on a stick, don't we? Warped fungus on a stick. Do we even have any more of those? Do I need to make one? I probably need to make one. Hour and 3/4 of grinding, and I still don't have all the necessary equipment. Get out of here, creeper. Also, the death count did go up one extra time, not due to the creeper spawner fiasco, but due to a random spawn where a skeleton spawned in with full gold armor and a flame bow, and I wasn't wearing any armor myself. And thus the death count went up. Okay, we do have that still. That's fine. We have this still. I should probably get more than one of them, just in case we inventory wipe again. Would not be too surprising, since it's happened once already. I sincerely hope it doesn't, though. I spent an awful lot of time, including getting back up to 30 from 0 twice. And I would rather prefer not to have to do it again. Good job there, spider. Spider me lad, fella me lad, my spider me do deal. My do deal? What the heck is a my do deal? I've got no idea. And striding we shall go now, doom doom de doo. Not off the ledge, I hope. What are people even going to do for Halloween this year? Awful lot of not much, probably. Shouldn't exactly go out trick-or-treating. Not really a sensible thing to do. Not this year. I guess you just have to spook the people you live with. Unless you don't live with anybody. You have to spook your cat. Or dog, or rabbit, or snake, guinea pig, hamster, fish. Other common pet, insert species here. Have I rambled enough? Am I roughly where I'm supposed to be? I think I've rambled enough. My gear, by the way, has a whole lot more fire protection on it than it did. Which I'm not super happy about, since it means we're still going to be having issues when it comes to dealing with the creepers. Which should mean we can survive the lava for hopefully long enough to end a pull out if we fall into it. I also repaired and brought along this gold sword simply because it has a little bit of knockback on it. And may therefore be occasionally useful for doing things like what I just did and knocking mobs off of ledges rather than dealing with them directly. I'm hoping that we can get this map done relatively quickly and we'll have a lot of time today to move on and do probably more Weaves of Fate. This is one of the reasons why I've started a little bit early. Ironically enough, because I don't think this will take very long. Okay, I think we did manage to get up to the top of this in the end, yes, barely. Don't think we got any further than this, though. I think I've spent way too long over-gearing for no reason, because the finish line is literally right there. That was a bunch of pointless waste of time then, wasn't it, really? Well. May as well have a look what's in the box. It's a bunch of things. Things we probably don't really need anymore. Why did I spend 1 3/4 hours re-gearing? What the heck was the point of that? The fleecy mob is literally right here when it spawns. Okay, looks like there's also an alternate way to get here. Well, this is very anticlimactic, isn't it? You have the wool. That took all of 2 minutes once they'd actually arrived at the area. Well then. I didn't expect it to go quite that quickly. I thought, maybe less than an hour? Less than an hour, maybe? No. We're at the 10-minute mark and we're almost out of the area with the wool. Guess that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I guess that's just the way it goes. Final death wasn't even to the final area, it was to stupid RNG random natural spawn with gold armor and flame bow that occurred off camera. Well, that's rather daft, isn't it? That's rather silly. Well then. What a fantastic map. This is a great map. I love this map. I feel obligated to say that because I plugged some scores in on the review sheet to see where it would end up, and it is up there. I need to re-plug the scores in because I wasn't quite finished. I didn't know what would happen in that last 5 minutes, as it actually was, but there we go. I think it's like number 2 when I plugged in the provisional scores. Because aesthetics, it's a 10. I said it was going to be a 10 like on stream 3 or something when I saw the ghost ships off in the distance. It's a given. Balance is fine, fairness is fine. That's the one thing I managed to knock a point off for. I can't even remember. Loot var's fine, mob var's fine. Originality is up there. Some of these area themes are great and straight over a lot of things. First time that's been done. Great use of new 1.16 things. Very similar to a map that Render would make, but I don't think I can really hold that against it, originality-wise. Just because it's Render-ish. Well, that was an anticlimax. Huh. Well. Consume water. What was the one thing I even dinged in the map for? I don't even remember. It wasn't anything to do with that end portion where I died stupidly, because that was just me dying stupidly. It wasn't the map's fault. What did I even... Hello? See, area mechanics is fine, especially the strider over lava thing. The implementation is fine as well. I think it was the fairness thing I just bashed slightly. Balance. I can't remember one or the other. The only thing I can think of to vaguely complain about is the fact that some areas felt harder than others. Non-linearly, like not in the wool order. Like over there, I think was light blue, if I remember correctly. I can just have a look now. I've finished the map. I can spectate it myself. I think this is light blue, yeah? Yeah. And that felt much harder than lime, probably. The bottom of Sphinx area, I think, was also... Yeah, that's yellow. It's weird, but the main thing is with these areas over here, where this felt quite a bit easier being purple than this area did for being blue, and that this area did. This area was much easier than both purple and blue, and it's supposed to be green. That's where I did all that pointless grinding, by the way. Yeah, I got quite a lot of gold ore from farming those. And decided to use most of it to make a platform to catch the spawns. Kept some of it to smelt, yeah. Yeah. What a fantastic map, though. It looks amazing. It's very well balanced for being made in such a small amount of time for being a jam map. A lot of the area things are very original. Like, what the heck is this with these trees, platforms? How would you even describe this area? It definitely isn't like, oh, it's another ice area, it's another lava area, it's another random desert area. No. It's not one of those things. And same with the lightning area. That's not the first lightning-based area I've seen, but it's one of only... I think I can only think of one other one off the top of my head. Simulation Protocol... 1? It's 1 or 2. I think it's Simprot 1, the open dome, lightning coming down, lightning rods, creepers everywhere area. I think it's 1. I'm not certain. Yeah, great use of all the new 1.16 things. Excellent map. Ridiculously long for being a jam map. Like, 13 and a smidge streams. Most full maps don't take that long. So this is a full map, which also happens to be a jam map. Most jam maps are like 3 objectives. This one is 10, and all the dungeons are quite long. I think I'm running out of things to say. Left quite a bit of this area unfinished with, because we didn't really need any of this stuff. If I had dealt with it earlier when I actually had gear, I was able to go here and get some of this stuff, I wouldn't have had to do as much grinding, but never mind. 1 hour and 45 minutes of grinding for 5 minutes of gameplay. But it'd have to be like this. Most of these platforms seem relatively pointless. What's the whole point of this whole section? Nothing. Well, I guess sharpness 3 diamond sword. You can enchant something better than that. It's fine. We could have shortcutted down there. That's just more loot you don't need by that point. Cool. Well, that was anticlimactic. Anyway, good job I did start ridiculously early, because we'll be able to move on to the next map at, like, the usual time. Or rather, continue with the next map, because I think I'm probably just going to do more fragments of time. Thank you very much for watching. Shortest stream in the history of the multiverse. Hope that you enjoyed. I most certainly did. Stay safe, and until next time, which, like I say, if you're watching live is like 10 minutes time, I shall see you soon. What the heck, anticlimax? It was like 5 minutes of gameplay. What the hell? How did it end up this way? What am I even doing? What did I grind for 1 hour and 45 minutes for this? Drat.